You're listening to Weekend Game Plan, brought to you by Mark Ezerzer of Team Ezerzer with the Vantage Realty Group for residential, commercial, or revenue property expertise and results. Call or text 514-772-0771.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along.
Welcome back. Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690, just ahead of Habs breakfast. Dave Pagnotta from the fourthperiod.com will join us later on. Assistant coach of the Celtics, Scott Morrison. Right now, let's get amateur.
Weekend Game Plan gets out into the community with Suburban Newspaper sports editor Mark Lidbetter and the Amateur Sports Report.
All right, Mark, sports at thesuburban.com says email. We'll start on the ice, or will we?
That's the question, because having failed to launch their season yet because of the pandemic, the 15 teams of the Quebec Midget AAA Hockey League could play a shortened schedule with a January launch. Now, the original schedule is in place should the okay be given for December, but that's highly unlikely given the numbers that continue to roll in each day. Now, the alternate schedule will feature fewer games than the normal 42-game slate, and if Hockey Canada gives the go-ahead for the TELUS Cup in May, the league could have a full playoff run. But if the TELUS Cup goes in April as normal, then a tournament format will be used to determine the Quebec representative. Now, the teams in the yellow and the orange zones, like the Amos Forestiers and the College Notre Dame Albatross, have been able to train and play against the collegiate and juvenile team in their own regions. Well, and some teams in the red zones have been able to train, but only train and under very stringent guidelines. And teams like the Laval Montreal Russo Royal and Lac St. Louis Lions haven't been able to train at all as their facilities have been closed to them. Now, canceling the season hovers menacingly in the background, as does the financial woes these programs face. And scouts for Quebec Major Junior Hockey League teams would have to hope for at least having combines for the players to showcase their skills should there be no games this year.
Yeah.
You know, it's a wait-and-see situation, but to my eyes, it ain't looking good at this point.
No, not at all. All right, Mark, this is an interesting story here, keeping the kids moving in school.
Yeah. Former Impact player Rocco Placentino is concerned about the activity of youth during this difficult time, and he stepped up to help students of the English Montreal School Board to move it. The midfielder is offering free live Zoom sessions to the MSB students with a goal of promoting physical literacy and keeping them active despite the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, the impetus to offer this service to students stemmed from the fact that Rocco felt that the kids who were previously enrolled in sports are now no longer practicing their sport. You know, they are doing gym at school, and then they're going home to spend time looking at screens. Now, the weekly 15 to 20-minute sessions take place during students' class time, with Placentino appearing virtually on all the smart boards throughout the school. Now, the former national team member leads the students in a simple workout designed for all fitness levels. No outside materials are required, so that the session can easily be replicated at home. The in-class workouts are being offered as a pilot project at Gardenview Elementary in St. Laurent, with the ultimate goal of expanding the program to other EMSB classrooms. And Rocco is no stranger to leading youngsters in online workouts, because as technical director for Club de Soccer St. Laurent, he began recording home training workouts for his 2,200 members when the in-person sessions were canceled. And the videos were so well received that Placentino added live workouts over YouTube, with the goal being to transfer these workouts to Zoom so that coaches can then interact with players and teammates and reconnect after much time apart. Wow. So really good on Rocco for this.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. All right, Mark, and finally back to the ice.
Yeah, we get to catch up, in this downtime with some grads that have moved on from local programs. And Kirkland's James Malatesta is in his sophomore season with the Quebec Remparts of the QMJHL. And in Thursday afternoon's 2-1 win over Gatineau Olympics in the bubble of the Videotron Center, the former Lac St. Louis Lion earned third-star consideration for his workday. Now, the 17-year-old Malatesta was a seventh-round pick, 161st overall in the 2019 QMJHL draft, and it proved to be a good selection, as in his rookie campaign, he had 23 goals and 22 assists in 59 games. So, it's nice that we can sort of check in on them with this downtime in activity.
Absolutely. Sports@thesuburban.com is the email address for Mark for this weekly segment or for the weekly newspaper. Stay safe, Mark.
You too. We'll catch you guys next week. Take care.
All right. It is Weekend Game Plan on TSN 690. Coming up, what is the latest on when the NHL could actually get underway? Dave Pagnotta joins us from thefourthperiod.com.